So in the next 2 to 5 minutes, I'm going to show you how you can find hot selling gig ideas that you can tap into and use it for your own self. Or if you've been on Fiverr for some time now and your gigs are not doing well, it's probably because you're not selling a gig that is in demand or a gig that buyers are buying. So I'm going to show you 3 methods that you can actually use to find gigs that will actually bring you a lot of orders. So go ahead, subscribe to this channel, leave me a message, ask me a question, share this with a friend, and let's jump into the first method. All right, so for the first method, I use Fiverr Seller Plus Keyword Research Center. Now, when I come here into my Seller Plus, there's a feature called Keyword Research. That's what I use. So now this Keyword Research section will tell me which keywords are ranking number one with the volume and the order pricing. What I don't really like about this is that Fiverr should have actually given the exact numbers that is actually people are searching for. Now, if I want to create a gig in writing and translation, I'll select that, then select the exact category and subcategory and the type of a service. And you tell me that blog writing has a lot of demand, people are buying, is ranking number one. Now, what I compare here is the competition and conversion rate. Now, if there is one that has low competition and high conversion rate, there's definitely something that is hot. So let's see if we have some that has low competition, high conversion rate, Safer SEO. So Safer is a software that we use to optimize content. I'm not sure so many people are selling it on Fiverr. That's why it has low competition. But anytime somebody sees or comes to search for Safer SEO writing, he's definitely going to buy. So conversion rate is quite higher. So this is one of the ways that I use to find gig ideas to create my gig on. Now, aside Surfer, there might be other ones that might have a high competition and high conversion rate, but there will still be somewhere that you can actually tap into. So let me move from SEO writing and move into bulk article. Bulk articles have always been something that excites me. There isn't much around bulk articles. Let me see content, website content. So we have a lot of low competition. Professional bio. People are looking for professional bio. It has low competition but converts very well. And biography, same as professional bio, somehow connected. So yeah, there are one or two outliers sometimes, like this one, professional bio, has low competition, high conversion rate, and you can price it between $50 and $100. I think for the basic you can charge 50, but as it goes up, you can add other things to it, like professional bio for LinkedIn and other places on your. I mean, you should understand what goes into it to be able to price it very well. So this is good. I didn't know professional buyers was a thing that people will buy, but I'm not looking at the overall ranking and the search volume here. I'm looking at the competition and the fact that if somebody actually searches for professional bio, they are going to buy. So I look at the conversion rate. Now let me do one more thing. Let me leave writing and come down to business. Normally I would do website design because I do websites, but I don't know why I'm doing business now. Let me see sales. Sales representative has low competition, high conversion rate, but I think it's charged below $100 because I think sales, for you to be a sales rep, the payment is normally based on, it's commission based, right? Let me look for my thing, my website. Website development, WordPress. This is where I normally find myself. So under WordPress, you realize that the competition is tough. Everyone, everywhere is high. So it's not something that you can easily find some outlier or something like that. But it's still good for you to know that WordPress website development ranks number one, has high search volume. It means that when you're creating your gig, make sure you have this full keyword phrase in the title. Don't mix it. Make it WordPress website development for whatever. I always tell my students specialize your gig. So WordPress website development for your real estate company, something like that. Yeah, so I'll do one more. Let's see Shopify. We're gonna get some which is low. So we have Medium. So Shopify e-commerce website. If you use this keyword in your title, it means that conversion happens a lot, but competition is not that tough compared to build Shopify store, Shopify website. So that's it. That's it for this section. And let's jump into the other sections. All right, so for method two, what I do is I use a tool called SpyFu. SpyFu is a research tool. It allows you to look into someone's website to understand what it is that they're doing, what is making them rank, and stuff like that. So I just come here and I enter Fiverr.com. Now, the idea is to understand what is driving traffic to Fiverr, how much money Fiverr is spending on the advertisement to get traffic from platforms like Google, so that they are to use it to promote some specific keywords. Now, if I understand these keywords and I know why Fiverr is spending money on it, then I will understand why they are spending money on it, right? That's what I'm trying to say. To repeat, I need to understand the keywords Fiverr is spending money on. Then that would make a lot of sense. If Fiverr is spending money on some certain keywords, I ask myself, why are they doing that? Definitely because it's bringing them money. So I'll input Fiverr here. Now, all the things I'm seeing currently are just organic. Organic are the free ones that just pops up because their website is doing well, or because they have a lot of content. So I'll come to PPC research, and it will give me an overview of how much Fiverr spends every month. Now you can see 1.8 million. That's how much Fiverr spent, or Fiverr has been spending per month. That is a lot of money that Fiverr has been spending on keywords, and they are promoting over 74,000 keywords. Now I need to understand what are these keywords and why are they promoting it. It's like I'm reverse engineering the entire thinking, right? If some keywords are doing well and Fiverr is spending money on it, then it means that it's bringing them money. Something like logo maker. Why will Fiverr use a keyword like logo maker, logo design, logo creator, logo generator to pay Google for it so that they show up and get results? Definitely is because it's bringing them money. Now, when I come to look at the arts history here, I get to see in the past what they have been promoting, like hire freelancer, graphic artist for hire, right? I can right click here and look at deep into the, how do you call it, the history. Now, when I come here, I also see the exact keywords that they are using. Top Google art by recommendations, right? And this is also for the review. So I'm going to go deep into the PPC keywords here for you to know the exact keywords Fiverr has been spending money on, and for you to know that if these are good for you to also tap into them and to create content from them. Now, for keywords like animation maker, YouTube account, logo designer, architect, YouTube editor, voiceover, Twitch banner. Definitely, Twitch banner is doing very well on Fiverr. Campaign setup. This is not so clear. Is it an email campaign? Is it how do you call it? A Facebook ads campaign. But so far as it's a campaign, people are searching for it. So I'll also search to see the number of searches that a campaign setup, this keyword gets in Google. Now it gets 390. I don't understand why Fiverr is bidding on it, but maybe it's bringing them money, right? So campaign setup. So definitely, if you have this keyword and you can embed it in your title, I'll help you with your email campaign setup, Facebook campaign setup, Google Ads campaign setup, and whatever software or service that skill or gig that has campaign in there. Make sure you title it this way because it's doing very very well, right? How to design a logo, definitely not for freelancers, just to drive normal traffic there. Graphic designers, website designers, business name ideas, whoever think that this is a service that is in huge demand. So I'll copy this and go to Fiverr and check the demand for something like business name ideas, right? It has 10,000 services. And when you enter business name, so these are some of the things that you get. Now let's pick top three. This is the first one. Let's see how their gig is doing. Right, this guy has two orders in queue. His basic package is $250, but he has two orders in queue. Right. Let's look at this guy who is also a pro. 230. He has 12 orders in queue. So business name idea is definitely something that is in huge demand. One order in queue, $5. I don't know, you charge so low, but you don't have a lot of orders coming in. You are now giving 10 business names. These days that there's ChatGPT, I'm sure people are using ChatGPT to do this work. So yeah, that's it for that particular service. Let me try two or three more to see how they are doing. This one we've already looked at it. This one $20 basic. It has one order in queue. This account, oh, this account is not old. It's just started like 5 months now. Yeah, it's not that old account. 311 reviews. It doesn't have any other in queue. So this one too doesn't have any other in queue. But overall, I think it's a good service that people are selling. It has a lot of demand. Not necessarily a lot. It shouldn't be your main service that you sell. So this give me ideas on how Fiverr is marketing their services, which keywords they are using, how they are writing their titles, their gig description, their ad descriptions, which ads are doing well, right? Graphic design definitely has a huge demand, but are people clicking on it? Are they getting in the right position? Now, when I come to the left side here, I get more ideas into something like help me write a business plan. So you can pick this and turn it into I'll help you write a business plan, right? Let's copy this and go to Fiverr and see how people are working on this. So help me, I'll turn it into help you write a business plan. Let's see. The number of service 140,000, right? But does it have demand? How do we check if it has demand? We just have to check if people are buying and if the number of reviews. But what you should get from here is that see the number of reviews here 361, 141, 1000, 73. Another thing is that you can turn this relevance to best selling to see the gigs that are selling hot, right? This guy's gig, let's look at it. I think this is his gig. Oh, I didn't open it. Andrew. I just Andrew. He has done over 1,008 orders, right? And this guy is killing it. Killing it. Let me check his profile. So definitely business plan is something that has a lot of demand. And this gig thumbnails are so simple and so clean. Definitely people will buy, right? 1 week ago, last order was 1 week ago. And the guy is doing definitely well. Let's look at most recent 58 minutes ago, 1 day ago, people are buying. So, what does the gig say? I'll craft a business plan with marketing and financial models. So, if you want to sell this, it's so easy for you to sell, right? Even if you don't know how to do it, you just have to copy the same thing. Now the title can be copied easily. You can use the same title. I will just tweak it, and I always tell my students to be specialized instead of do going very general. Because if I copy this exactly and I start selling it, it's like I'm competing with this guy, but this guy has completed 4,000 orders, and I have maybe zero or maybe one. I'm not starting. So I'll rather specialize this. I have an interest in SaaS. So I'll say I'll craft a SaaS business plan with marketing, with SaaS marketing and financial model, right? Go into my niche, and then I can charge closer to this amount because I've specialized in a field. If you just copy a gig that is doing well like this and you just go exactly the same way, you're not going to make it because you're going to have to, buyers will have to compare you and them, but it shouldn't be happening that way. So anytime you are copying a best-selling gig or a gig idea that's doing well, make sure that you specialize in it. I have a full training as part of my masterclass on Fiverr on how people can excel. And you have to know that this is timeless. Whatever you do here, whatever changes Fiverr comes up with, these things still work because they are basic marketing and psychology. This guy has completed 10,000. So definitely this service is huge. This is a press release. Oh, I didn't pay attention to that. This press release. Press release is also not bad. So I'll copy that. Let's come back to so Illustrator business plan. So we have business plan here. And again, we are getting business plan writers here. Help write business plan. Definitely, business plan is a service that we should look into. And business plan, okay, I'm getting excited already. So what I do is, if I don't know how to do it, I can still select and find somebody who knows how to do it. Because if you come here in search, I'll help you write a business plan, tailor it down to new sellers and level one sellers, and maybe find people who are online and speak English. I'm in Ghana, so I can say I'm finding people who are in Ghana, but I won't do that. Now, what you find here is people who have created their gigs and people like you actually, and I'm not getting others. So I can find out from someone here who is good, right? Maybe this lady is good. Um, oh no, this is not a business plan. I research help you write a business plan. That's a lot of money for a beginner. Why would you do that? It has three others. Wow, maybe it was another service. So the idea is to find someone who's cheaper, and first of all, order something from them, buy something from them to establish the relationship and the rapport. What you want to sell, maybe I want to sell SaaS business plan. I'll order something like this from these guys and tell them I want a SaaS business plan. And when they create it for me, I will use that as my portfolio to create my gig. So he is selling the whole package, complete business plan for investors grant. I'll copy the same thing, maybe change the wording and sell this for maybe 550 or 350 or 250, right? Mind you, you have to 3x your pricing. I teach the pricing strategy in my Fiverr masterclass too. The 3x strategy means that the first, you break the pricing into three. One comes to you, one goes to the, how do you call it? One goes to the person doing the work, and one goes into promotion of the gig, right? So now, if this lady is charging $100 for the premium, I can charge 350 because Fiverr will take their 20%, and I might use one or two a percentage of the amount to also promote it in another way. And 60 here, I can definitely charge almost 250, and here I'll charge maybe $50 for this, right? So I'll definitely help this lady sell her gig. I'll be buying from her all the time. She won't understand why, but I will create it and specialize it for it. So hers is for grants and stuff like that. So I'll just chat her that this is what I want. If she's able to do a good work with the first one I give her, then I have a supplier and who'll be delivering myself. So even if you don't know how to sell, if you don't know how to do the work, you just have to find how do you call it, the keywords that do very well so that you can definitely tap into it, right? So we have 3D animator too. I'm sure it has a lot of demand on Fiverr. I know voiceover has demand, but my voice is not good. So, and people, I don't see people buying African voiceover. So it's not something I would love to sell. So that's an idea of some of the keywords Fiverr is spending money on, right? I'll come back here. I just looked into the history. I'll come back here, and here I can filter down to specific keywords. Now, what I want to do here is that I want to exclude all keywords that have FIV in them, that has Fiverr in them. I don't want to have anything to do with such keywords. And I'll apply. So it will give me general keywords. Oh, I thought I did exclude. So there are so many different spellings. People don't have time to type the Fiverr word. So this one is Fiverr. But make sure that I hide all of these things to understand FIV, and this one is FIVRR. I think that would be the last one. So you see all the keywords that I've excluded. Now I have 72,000 keywords. That brings over 3.8 million traffic to Fiverr. And everything that I get here, I'm going to export this. Everything that I get here is gold, right? I would rather put it on Google Sheet and share the link with you, right? Just exporting to open in Google Sheet, and maybe I'll share the link below. You can also go through it and access it for free. Campaign setup, we've gone through Twitch. I haven't paid attention to Twitch. Now it's amazing that my years on Fiverr, I've never paid attention to Twitch. I think it's because I'm not on Twitch. I don't go there to do anything. But it's amazing. The competition is so low, less than 1,000 services. So if you can do anything about Twitch banner, if you know how to do it, I think I should know how to do this. Six orders in queue. Basic is I don't know what this is. I have to understand. Three orders in queue, one order in queue. Twitch banner is definitely something I'm looking into. So I'll go to Canva to see if they help me design Twitch banners. Who is selling the least? Is there any $5 order? Now that would tell me if they're this guy selling $5. I can definitely come and buy his services. It's $10. There's another $5 here. So here I'll come here and type in Twitch banner and see what Canva will give me. Definitely, I can come here and play around and use some of these things to sell. So how are people doing it? Banner plus free profile matching. I don't know what profile matching is because I have not been on Twitch before. But if it's something you want to look into, it's definitely going to be worth it. And you can use Canva to sell this service. You don't need to learn a lot. I'm not sure it involves a lot of technicalities, right? So let's go back. So definitely, this is how I actually used to find some of these gigs, and that was how I found most of the gigs that I saw. I'm sorry, the exporting didn't work. I'll try again. If it works, I'll add a link. If it doesn't work, then you have to find a way to get these keywords for yourself. Just going through one more time. I'm surprised. Grant writer, 2.6. Wow, grant writer. Freelancer website, no. So there are some specific services that like WordPress site, Pinterest for business. I'm not sure anybody's promoting Pinterest for business on Fiverr. I haven't come across it before. This is so low. Competition is so low because not many people know how to do this. So this is a clear-cut service that you can actually learn. Now, if you go on YouTube, if you're on YouTube already, after this video, go and search Pinterest for business, how to use Pinterest for business, learn how to use it, right? And find a way to actually use it for at least a month or two, get the result, get to understand how it works, and you can start selling it. The competition is so low, and I'm guessing it has a lot of organic searches in Google already. 1,009 searches in Google. So I'm not surprised that Fiverr is actually spending money on. And it's not a bad thing. It's something that I'm sure can bring you a lot of money. Best dropshipping products, floor planner. These are, but what you have to know is dog illustration is that Fiverr is spending money on these keywords. So if it's not making them money, they won't be spending money on them, right? So I believe that if you have interest, let me try exporting this again so that you can have it too. PDF. I wanted it to be Google Sheet so that I don't have to stress. Let me see. I'm exporting everything. I'm limited by the plan that I'm on. I'm sorry. My plan is not huge. Oh, I can't do it. Google Sheet should have been easier. Oh no. So now if I select it, what is the next step? I don't know. The last time I did this for myself, I was able to export it now. Would a PDF work? Oh, let's see. If it works, I'll just add a link to it so you can download it. If you don't see the link, that means that it didn't work for me, or maybe I forgot about it. Yo, so that's it. I use SpyFood to reverse Fiverr's in marketing to understand what Fiverr is actually spending money on, and see how I can also tap into the keywords that Fiverr is using. Now, maybe there are some specific services that you sell. Maybe I do writing and I do website design. So when it becomes necessary like this, I will look for keywords that have writing in them to see the exact writing keywords that Fiverr is promoting and to track the ad that Fiverr is actually promoting. There are some specific services that Fiverr gigs out that Fiverr is promoting. So something like biography writing services, right? I'm sure Fiverr is ranking number one for this. So I'll click on it. This is not an ad, by the way, but Fiverr is ranking number one, right? And if Fiverr is ranking number one, that means that somebody's gig is getting that traffic, or some, a group of gigs like this are getting the hits. So biography writing is something that Fiverr is spending money on, and it's worth looking at because pay per click per each click is almost $5, and Fiverr is spending money on it. That means it's bringing them money, right? Like ghostwriting. So they also buy ads for these things, ranks for this. I want the ones they buy ads for. So I don't know if you are getting this, but that's the whole idea, to be able to understand the keywords that Fiverr is spending money on, right? Let's go back here and let me do one more time. Include writing. So we saw biography. That's 1,006. Wow. Personal statement for grad school. I'm sure this will have a lot of demand. A lot of people who want to go to graduate school and don't know how to write their personal statement. Let's see. So low. That's why Fiverr is promoting them, because the services are low. And maybe they have a lot of demand, but a few people are selling them, right? So, but I mean, this is technical. I won't advise you to sell it unless you know what you're doing, right? I'm that moral. I'm not a bad person. Not because of money. Writing gigs, chaotic, custom erotic writing. What is it? RFP. RFP, yeah, for sales. Best writing service, freelance Christian writing. I see. Well, and one thing that I also know how to do is WordPress website. WordPress website developers. Let's see. I'll just search for. I see. I think it's like 500. So this is Fiverr's ad. You can see sponsored. Fiverr is promoting this. It gets thousand three searches each month. Now when you open this, what do you see? Now all of these guys somehow have the keyword in their title and on their gig page, right? So it's very important that you always include these things, these titles in your gig title and your gig description. Let me find. I think, why is it giving me? Oh, okay, writing and this. Let me just focus on WordPress and see. I've sold this before, optimized WordPress website. I've sold it before. It's a very easy skill. Could see that this one too is being sponsored. Let me take a screenshot. It's a very, very easy skill. If you learn how to do this, it's a very easy skill. Let me show you how to do this, right? WordPress website normally gets very slow. So people come to you to optimize it to make it fast. There are some plugins that you can buy, like WP Rocket. You buy it for a year, it's very, very affordable, right? And this one is, you can buy this one or start with this, maybe start with one and use. When people buy it, you install it on their site and the plugin will do the work. You just have to follow the checklist on how it's done, right? If you follow the checklist to see how it's done, you can easily do this. I've sold this before to a point that I was getting so much orders that I gave up. I gave up. So it has 92,000. Yes, it has a lot of people selling it because it's easy to do. It's so easy to do. You just have to get a plugin. This plugin like this, they'll give you the checklist. Now, if you don't want to spend money on all of these plugins because they're expensive and stuff like that, just go to Google and look for WordPress plugin GPL license. Now, GPL under WordPress, anytime you develop a plugin, it means that you've given it's an outsource. WordPress is an outsource, open source. Sorry, WordPress is an open source code. So if you use WordPress to develop your plugin, it means that you're giving out to the public to use it, right? People don't know this. So there are some people who buy all these plugins and bundle them to sell. It's not illegal. It's very, very legal. The difference here is that they don't get updates, right? So you can join a club like this and then download all the plugins or use the plugins to do your work, right? But anytime there's an update, you have to manually come here and download it. That's if the guys go and download it from the WordPress or the plugin site, right? So if you subscribe here, you get regular updates, right? Regular update. Anytime there's an update, you get it on your dashboard and stuff like that. But if you're using it to do client work, you don't need to be subscribed for a year. You can use any of these GPL license plugins. You do the client work, it's done, right? And you uninstall it from the client site. You don't need to keep it there. So it's that easy. There's another one too. I've forgotten the name. I think it's Perf Matters or so. It's very, very easy to use. Just follow, and you install this on the WordPress backend. It will give you a checklist to follow. Just follow the checklist, and you'll be able to, or how do you call it, make the site load faster. It has a lot of demand. I won't lie to you, and when you're able to set it up, people will be buying with bundles because we have WordPress agencies who don't have time to optimize websites for their client. We have people who have set up websites and they don't know how to go about it. So they will easily come and buy something like $50, $10. And it's an easy service that you can actually, wow, see this guy has 12 orders, right? So if you don't understand how this service is to, you can actually be on YouTube and watch a video on how to optimize a WordPress website for speed. So that's it with Spyful. I'll leave it here and jump into the next one. Now, for the next method, what I do or what I use is Fiverr itself. I come to Fiverr and I use the Fiverr search bar. I just click inside the Fiverr search bar. And Fiverr will give you my recent searches and most popular right now. Now, this will tell you what's popular. What's popular means that this is what buyers are buying. That's why it's popular, right? So I'll look at all these things and the one that I easily get data entry. Buyers are buying data entry gigs. Earlier on, I think when I checked this last week, there was virtual assistant. So I think it still sits under data entry somehow. There's Facebook ads, which is in my domain. There's Google ads. There's content. There's YouTube thumbnail. I'm not a designer, but I know this goes very, very well. There's digital marketing. So definitely I have something in here that is selling. So I'll just copy all of these. And that is how these gigs are selling very well on Fiverr. So I just select one website development. We were able to confirm it when we're doing the research with Spyful that WordPress Fiverr promotes the keyword website development. So if it's hot here, I'm not surprised that it's actually hot and it's one of those popular services, right? We can come back. I'm trying to make something here to make you understand something here. Let me put this website development here to now I'm using two methods to validate the fact that why Fiverr is spending on website development, why it's trending here, right? So website development brings in these are the keywords that Fiverr is bidding on, right? Fiverr, PCC, these are the keywords that they are bidding on, right? So it's definitely doing well, bringing them money. That's why they are promoting it, and that's why it's actually popular here. And the next one, I won't do data entry. I don't believe in data entry. I believe it's a very easy work, and easy works don't pay a lot, right? This guy has done over 1,002 jobs, but I doubt how much is made because easy work don't pay a lot. That's what I know. All right, so that's how I do the search with the Fiverr search bar. And video entry, video editing, I know has a huge demand currently. A lot of people are buying videos. Videos is hot. Everything about video is hot. So if you know anything about video, go ahead and sell it. So let me go back here and validate this and see. So most successful keywords. Let me do video. What keywords are relating to video is Fiverr bidding on? Definitely. Definitely. It makes sense, right? This is what people need. So if you know how to create lyrics video, I think musicians need it these days. See, let's search for it on Fiverr and see. I think musicians are buying it, lyrics video. Music visualizer, $20. Can you usually make lyrics video with this? Can Canva do it? Canva is my savior. It does a lot of work for me. So if you're not paying for the pro, use my link, my Canva link to pay for the pro. It's very affordable and it will make a lot of money. I've used Canva. See, I think it can do lyrics video. Oh, it can. So you have a gig right there. So there are some silent gigs in here that are doing very, very, very well. That's why I love this type of research, but I hardly do them. Whoa, oh, I see. Oh, is this the same person? No. Oh, oh, oh my God. This is so golden. I didn't know. Lyrics video. That's hot right now. Oh my God. And you can easily do it with Canva. So they give you the lyrics and maybe tell you what they want. Maybe let me see what people are creating. Is it so strange that they're not adding the videos? Let me see. I'm sure you have your way around it. Basic 160 has six others. People are cashing in, man. I'm sure you have your way around it. If it's something that you really want to. Ah, you can do this on Canva. Let's see. Let's open some of them and see. Are these lyrics video? I think this is, let's see. No, this is video, not finance. This is definitely lyrics video. Uh-huh. What? Official lyrics video YouTube. This is a YouTube format. You can definitely create something with this. I like the creativity I'm seeing here. So far as they give you the lyrics, you can actually embed it and find a way to create it. It's rather unfortunate. I can't do this. It's not my thing. This is you have to be someone who's a bit creative. I would definitely ask someone to look into this. Right. So that's it for this method. Let's jump into the next method.